Well, hello there. I would like to welcome you guys back to the new installment on the Passport Ultralight rebuild. We bought this camper from Copart. It had a hole through the front. It no longer does, but still needs a little bit of love before it's ready to be back on the road. That's right. This Passport is going to be used for camping in the next about 2 weeks, so we have got to get this thing closed up. We have run into a couple of issues, but I think we got them all figured out. The outside of these campers is covered with a fiberglass type of a real thin layer, and then like Luan on the inside. And we were trying to figure out how to get that glued together, whether we needed to take it to a professional or something like that. We have a little bit more damage up in the upper hand corner here. This we're probably not going to get patched in 100%. Like there's still going to be, I think you're still going to notice the notch out there. But the fiberglass needs to adhere with glue to some Luan before you put it up. We thought about just putting up the Luan and then laying the fiberglass over top, but I think we're going to lay drywall on top of the sheets and then put some weight on top of the drywall so that it all adheres, gets nice and stuck, and hopefully works. That's what's in the rolled up box in the front of the camper there. We're going to have to let that sit for a couple days, but really today we're going to focus on the interior. So the interior walls we are going to cover with this shiplap planking. It's a gray color. It's actual real wood. Inside here we got the AC running because it is absolutely scorching today. We got the beadboard for the ceiling and back wall, but then these interior walls are all going to be covered with shiplap. So that's kind of the plan there. The only other thing we have to do that's outside is we do want to get the rubber roofing. We're going to put this sheet of Luan up there, coat it with the glue, and then lay our rubber roofing up here. Let's see. Back down across so that at least this first part is done, and then we will get the 1/8 inch Luan because this is 1/4 inch down there that needs to be for the roof, and the 1/8 inch with the fiberglass Phylon material that's going to be glued together will stretch the whole way down to the bottom. Now honestly, the camper was not my plan for a video today. We were going to do the Hummer video, but we finally got the driveway completely seal coated here. Really nice, but it just was done a day ago, so you can't drive on it. So that means we can't bring the Hummers at the top. There's no way to bring it down here. There's no path on the side of the driveway or anything. You'd have to like go through the woods, and that's not really possible here. So can't get the Hummer down to the garage. We're not going to lug tools up the driveway the whole way to get that all done because we need the engine crane and stuff for our next part of the Hummer. So getting started here, Lance is up there. He's pre-drilling some holes. We got this 2x4. We decided to run one on the inside, and we'll just run a light or something behind it. As you can see, this beadboard stuff is a little bit too rigid, and it wants to pull that one board down. So we're going to run one on the inside, and we'll coat it and finish it and everything. It'll probably look just fine. Hopefully, maybe not. It's a pretty crooked board, but we're gonna run it right along that one just to push that out a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going. That's it.
Okay.
One sec there.
I'll run over to the other side. All right, you ready?
I think so.
This bit is bad, but I think that's getting it though. Let's see here. I mean, she's got a little bow to it, but it's getting a lot better. So we set the piece that we need up there of the Luan. We're just gonna let that rest there because it is absolutely scorching outside. We're gonna go inside and work. Probably it's gonna take the rest of the video here. We'll have to see how this all goes, exactly what we wanna do to get this shiplap up on the walls. We are going to do a whole new theme, I think. We'll have to see how it all comes out and looks. But like the gray shiplap is not going to go with this red cherry type finish on everything inside here. So it's likely that we're just end up painting everything but the shiplap in here a white, color. And I don't know what we would do here. I'm going to paint this. I'll probably paint this side of this entertainment center white too. But that's kind of the thought, update and make it a little bit more modern looking. Now to install this, we are going to use the Power Grab Loctite, And this stuff sticks real nasty, so it's probably never gonna, these aren't coming back apart, I don't think, at any point in the future.
Hope not.
But I think it'll look pretty good. I think it'll look pretty good. So, and I was just explaining how we're probably going to paint the inside here too. We're going to end up painting, we hoped that like the bead board would not be as dinged up as what it is, and we wouldn't have to use as many screws as we did, but it actually does provide some structure for this thing. So yeah, we're gonna have to fill in all of these holes with some caulk or whatever, and then probably spray it white and everything else in here.
See that little edge? You see that little edge behind it? I'm thinking right where the old paneling is.
Oh, does it actually overlay it nicely there?
You want to see it?
That way you don't have to run
an
edge piece. Oh, that's
6 out of
perfect. Yeah, it's not bad.
You might have to run an edge piece, but the problem is the other side won't be the same, because the other side is going to have to be reversed, which means your hummingbird is wrong. You'd have to build the ceiling down.
Yeah, down through.
But
well, actually, the way we're doing it, I don't know that it matters, because you could just slip it in behind. Yeah, I don't. We're not nailing or anything, so I'm not sure it matters. Now, is this one out further? It seems like this is cut.
Yeah, it is.
All right, but I guess we can only do so much on this side over here. This one here, this side here, you're about even with the like entertainment center, maybe even out into the living room just a tick. And then this one over here, you're inside. But
the door's there.
I mean, I guess you could run it straight up tight against the door if you wanted.
Yeah, but then that leaves kind of a weird transition above the door.
Yeah, it's just very little. That's the only thing I would say. It's not much, but
like,
I think it'll look nice.
I'm otherwise ready to kind of just
let's throw it down. Got your power grab. Donald Trump's favorite glue. Ready to go.
If you don't get that joke, there'll be a link in the description. No, probably not.
And we apologize. The air conditioning is right here, and we are not turning it off. So if there's any noise, that's just something we're gonna have to deal with today. Because it is what, 95 degrees outside, I believe.
In Pennsylvania, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 95 everywhere. There's places where it's cooler and hotter. First piece going in.
That's it?
Yeah. 30 second. You gotta hold it for 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry.
30 second power grab.
This is 0 second power grab.
Is it really? Okay, actually, it does say 0. All right, it's good then. We used to not worry too much about the whole measure twice, cut once thing, but with the prices of lumber, we're a little more careful now. I don't know if
Is there a reset on that one? It's out. The plug is not in the hole. Watch that.
Stay in. This one here?
That should be the piece.
All right. No, like a glove.
Cool.
Like a poor fitting glove.
I think it's a great thing.
No, it looks really good. Think that one's gonna fit?
This is gonna fit perfect.
Oh, good.
I guarantee it. Actually, you should go to the other side just to get a real nice view of how nice this is gonna fit.
I'll get the money shot here.
Dude, this is the money shot. I'm going super cocky at this point, but we'll see.
Actually, one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks nice.
So, we did fast forward a little bit there, guys, with the whole time-lapse thing we were doing. I was expecting us to be able to put this together quick enough that like a time-lapse would make sense, but it was going to be like 5 hours of footage because we've run into a few problems. I originally blamed these issues on the old power grab, but one, it says 0 second. It is not 0 second. That is some bull. It does not grab at all at 0 seconds, I wouldn't say. Then over here, this wood is really the problem. It's not so much the power grab glue. This wood is all bowed, all of it. I'll try to find a good example here. Here's one, and it's bowed most of the time. It has it both. It goes both directions. Very few are actually flat. But this is the only section touching the wall. So if you try to push in the top, or actually that's the bottom, push in the top, the bottom kicks out. And if you try to push in the bottom, the top kicks out. It just rocks on the wall and doesn't stick. So we ended up having to do little screws throughout here. Try not to ding up the edges as much as possible and just put it in between the gap. We did just run a little bit larger gap in that case, which is fine. This is a rustic look, so it's kind of makes sense. But we actually had the entire wall pretty much, no, I wouldn't say fall off, but like maybe that would be the best term for what happened. It was
power released.
Yeah, the power grab, power released, and we were just like plugging holes in a ship that like got like a shotgun shell through it.
We used all four extremities.
Yeah, we're there.
And that was like a ton.
Head rested up against it, trying to keep them all together, and then we let go because we just couldn't do it anymore, and it all fell apart. So that is a thing that happened, and we're moving forward. We're learning as we go here. Now with this nice plywood section, it shouldn't be as much of an issue, but we ran full pieces above where we had our problem. It was right around here that the whole thing fell off, and we decided just to run full pieces. That way we could run a screw in here and a screw at the end and not have two separate pieces. So, because that seemed to be causing more issues than anything. So yeah, the biggest thing of a problem, like I think we would have been done long ago if this stuff was flat. There you can see another one. It's got a serious bow to it. Like it's never gonna lay flat against the wall. Like it just rocks. So here is our completed wall. Don't mind the wire sticking out here. It actually turned out looking really, really nice. We will run some quarter round around the outside. There's actually nothing good to. You can see the beadboard is coming down just a little bit in that section, but I think when we run quarter round and put that into the wall, that'll hold that up, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. There's just nothing. Beadboard doesn't have quite enough structure to hold itself up in a couple of these places. So, anyways, yeah, run quarter round the whole way around, not really an issue. As far as the shelves, or the cabinets out here, I don't know what we're going to do, because these were damaged in the accident, whatever, when the tree fell. They're all kind of chewed up. So we could just do new lawn, keep the fronts, but not sure exactly what the plan is. We would paint them white, I believe, so that everything matches, because the shiplap just does not go with the cherry color at all. Now this wall over here, we're running into small issue, and that issue is we're completely out of glue. So that's our last tube, so there's hardly even a purpose of we're using it. So I think we're going to have to do some supplies. So I think for right now, we're going to work outside, do a little bit of the roofing stuff, and then we will laminate the pylon for the outside.
How's the roof feel?
Like you shouldn't be on top of it. That's what it feels like, because I got my feet on a truss back here, kind of, and then I got my knees on one, and you can tell the difference between
the middle,
where they are and where they aren't. Yeah.
Nice.
The fact that this holds snow is kind of amazing to me.
Yeah, it's all about weight disbursement.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
think we're clear enough to put a sheet on up here then.
Yeah, we got to lay some insulation down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, we can lay a sheet if you want to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this stuff's trash when I hide it somewhere.
Lance is installing the lights. I was going to stand down there and help him, but then I decided just to take a break. So he's doing a good job, though. So there is kind of how our Luan is going to lay there. Now, we did run 2 sheets this direction. I don't know if we really set it all that much, but it's because it seems right at the very top edge, and to make the hard bend. The hard bends on the front end has been the most difficult thing that we've had to deal with, is getting stuff to actually properly bend down over top of it. I mean, you saw it in the last video with everything on the inside that we finished. That was tough to make it bend. That was actually more difficult than this. This running with the grain this direction plus the extra length, it actually bent pretty nice. I mean, we have a little bit of waviness up there, but we knew we would, because that's that one that was really stressed that we fixed up a little bit there in the beginning. But overall, it is curving up and coming out really nice. Now, what we'll do is we will cut this off right here, because this is the original metal framework here. And this actually, that's why we notched all of this. All of this metal framework is a little bit wider than our boards. It's like, what, 1.25 inches?
Solid inch, and the one buys are 3.
Yeah, so we would have had to have, like rough cut lumber if we wanted to go with something that actually matched up. So we're going to run that to right here, and then our 1/8 inch one with the Phylon on the outside will run down here. What we did just run into a little bit of problem. We're having supply issues. We ran out of glue inside, and we ran out of insulation. We do want to insulate on the inside of it here. So we'll have to get more of that here at some point and finish up this last little bit. So for now, let's run into the garage. We'll laminate the final pieces that we need to, so that the outside can actually be completely finished, but those have to sit for a while.
Bump your foot in the corner of that one. No, either direction's fine. I just need to come together. Oh, yep.
So here's our starting point for the Phylon outer layer of the camper here. We're doing, what is this, 1/8 inch, right, Luan? So it has a lot of flexibility to it. Could prove a little bit difficult for us to actually get weight down on it nice and evenly and get everything to set down together, but I think we'll be all right. And the process is what? Just glue this, put the fiberglass Phylon stuff down, and then put some weight on top. So we'll see what happens.
All right, top line racer, tell me about your top-notch idea.
All right, my top-notch idea. I just was here and suggested that we flip these all over to the other side, and then we use our window flashing, rubber roofing, whatever, this really nasty stuff on the back side. That way, it's all done as one sheet. We don't have to worry about them moving or anything when we put it down. We could do duct tape or something like that. This is a little bit thicker, but it's actually pretty thin stuff, so I don't think it'll it might bump up a little bit, but not. I mean, it's pretty thin. So I think that'll be fine. And then even where, for sure, I don't know that we're gonna ever get anything here that we don't have the process here or the equipment to have perfectly even pressure across the whole thing, but at least it'll be really tight and sealed. The Phylon stuff will be, because this will hold up the seams a little bit. So all the seams will have the most pressure on there. And the center of them, maybe not, but at least the seams do. So for better or worse, that's what we're gonna try.
The old flash and shuffle.
See, I was worried about gaining more weight, but that is
the exercise program.
Better.
Oh.
So, no.
Oh, I thought you meant the...
This wouldn't have been stuck as good if I was 50 pounds lighter. So.
That's true.
Carefully so.
You good?
Mm-hmm. I think let's just broom this off.
Yeah.
And here's what we're using for our glue for this. Contact cement, weld wood, permanent bond on contact. It seems like it works for kind of anything. Porous metals, non-porous materials, laminate, veneer, metal, wood, plastic, and more. So it does have a little bit of a process. I think you got to let it, let's see here, 15 to 20 minute dry time, but it's 72 hours until it actually fully is ready to go on. So this has to sit here for a couple days. And then I know you got to put it, huh?
That's a few days.
What did I say?
You said a couple days. 72 is 3.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, by the way, if you're one of those people who actually like is very specific when someone says a few or a couple with the actual number, all right, just stop doing that because I'm talking general sense, all right? So, yeah, it's a few days.
48 hours. Oh, 72 now.
Yeah, 72.
Okay.
72. And I think you got to like put it on and then wait 10 minutes or something for it to get tacky. And then you can start to put stuff. I don't know. We'll read the instructions. This is going to be fine, guys. This isn't going to be a problem.
So it says about stirring it. Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Apply an even coat of adhesive to both surfaces.
So we need to lay that out too.
Or something. Here's my biggest issue. I don't know if the cord's going to be enough for that.
Okay.
So I think we almost have to like apply it to that surface. And then, if it looks like about half, put it on the other surface. And if not, it's only getting one surface.
It's your camper.
I'll shake it.
Yeah, that'll help.
This actually smells like PVC glue.
I was going to go over and sniff it, but somebody's going to say something.
No, just come on over. It's
fine.
It's not weird.
I do smell a little bit of it. I still can't smell from COVID, so.
Oh, here, get a good one for this then.
All right, you want to work one side, I'll work the other?
There you go, or whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to start up here and go that direction.
Okay.
Can you hold this up a little bit? They're stapled, I don't want it.
Okay.
That battery right back there.
Let's keep going. So there's one little sheet of plywood we lay right across this, and then we can start looking for better stuff.
What you doing, man? I thought we set up a little office here in the garage. No, this is actually a very heavy piece and nice flat surface, so I think it'll sit on there and give us some really good consistent pressure. Welcome to our yard sale, everybody. We got some brand new cases of oil. We got a hose reel. We got whatever these are, canopies, propane tanks, tires. It's a whole variety of things. So we want to get as much pressure, obviously, as possible on this. So especially the edges. We got a lot of weight on the edges. And the center was just kind of do our best. So we just kind of grabbed whatever was around the garage. Now the desk, I think that section is going to be no problem. That should hold. The rest of it, we'll see what happens. All right then, I think this is pretty much the end of this upload. We got a fair amount done. I don't know what it's gonna look like for you guys. We worked on this for a while. That wall inside took way longer than we hoped, and laminating, all of those things, just stuff that takes a while. So I hope to have it wrapped up in this video, but I think that'll be the next one. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.